I hope you are happy and ready to listen our class with full energy, right? So we have completed our last chapter. Our last chapter is about force, energy, work and machines. And we are moving to the next chapter now. This chapter is something different from the last chapter. It's a unique chapter. See the heading. The next chapter is our clothes. What does mean by clothes? What does mean by clothes? What is this? This is a cloth. What is this? This is a cloth. So, usually we say dress. Dresses are made up of cloth, and this cloth is used for some other purposes also. For example, curtains we use, there is cloth. The vehicles sometimes we use cloth for seat car. So, in many places we use cloths. Here you are going to learn about our cloths. You know, when I say this is a lunch kerchief, right? When you take this, if you remove one part from this, it will be a thread, right? You will get a thread. It takes time. See here. When you take it out, it is a thread. Can you see this? It is a thread. So, a cloth we know with beautiful designs, beautiful colors. I am wearing some color dress. You may wear red color, pink color, some other color. We know that our dress is made up of some colors, some designs. My saree has some flower design. You will have some animals design. Some words will be written in the dress. You know, we know only the outcome of that process. That is final dress. But from where we get this dress? Whether we are getting this dress as such from the nature? Your shirt is somewhere growing in some plant? No, right? There are some processes before we get the dress. Simply we say a fiber, cotton. For example, cotton you see. Cotton is something in the shape of balls, right? Cotton balls. It will be cotton balls. From that we will make some other thing. Next. It takes 3 or 4 processes before we get a shirt or saree or any dresses. You are going to learn what are the processes. Simply when you say we will be having the fiber. Fiber is cotton, wool or something. With that fiber you will woven or this fiber is woven or knitted to form the cloths. Now we can see one by one the process. The first process in manufacturing of the cloth is nothing but called spinning. In olden days, I have seen while I am in grade 2, 3, I have seen this spinning wheel. A wheel will be there, a thread will be going like this. Old people or grandma will spin this spin wheel. And what is that process means? It is the result of the spinning is we get yarn from this. What is happening in that process means the cotton balls are changed into yarn. Spinning, the cotton balls are changed into yarns. The output of this spinning is yarn. So first we are getting yarn from cotton. So this is the first step. Next one. So the spinning is done using spinning wheel. In olden days they used spinning wheel. Nowadays some machines are also there to perform the spinning. Next one is weaving. This also in my childhood days I have seen, but it is very rare nowadays. What does this weaving means? Here the output is yarn, here the output is fabric. Fabric means the plain cloth. Here yarn means it will be like we can say thread. This yarn they will join and make it as a fabric. This is done using looms. What is used? Looms are used. The machine used to perform this weaving is looms. And what they do is, the process happening in this weaving is crisscrossing. Have you seen people doing like this? They will do something with hand, with leg, and using hand they do like this. It is nothing but the process called crisscrossing. When they do this, the yarns are changed into fabric, and the particular machine used is called looms. Clear about this? Then we can move to the third process. Third process in manufacturing this clothes. First you take cotton, you get yarn, using spinning. Now you go for weaving, we get fabric. Now fabric. We can go to the next process in manufacturing of a cloth. Third one is knitting. Knitting is also same as weaving. In weaving they use crisscrossing to make the fabric. Here what they do is they will take the yarn and they will use needles or some machines to make it into a fabric or cloth. When you consider the sweaters, have you ever seen some sweaters will be stitched purely with hand using needles? Only thread will be there. Nice woolen threads, using threads they will be stitching the sweaters. So this is also something second step, right? Weaving. Weaving and this knitting are same. That is, from the yarn you are making a fabric. The last one is dyeing and coloring. What happens in this step? Dyeing and coloring. In dyeing and coloring, what happens means, consider the result of this weaving. A fabric, a plain fabric will be there. With that what we can do? We don't have interest in wearing white dresses, right? Pure white dresses. So here first they will do, they have to remove the impurities. For that they will use some chemicals. In coloring and dyeing, first they remove the impurities by using some chemicals. Then they use bleach to make that particular fabric as pure white. That fabric should be pure white. To do that they use bleach. And the last step is they use some dyes and dyes to color. They will mix, dip in some coloring agent or coloring materials, and they give different colors to the fabric. And when it is colored, we can stitch that into a shirt, into a chudi. So we are changing that colorful fabrics into the dresses of artists. These are the 4 steps in making cloth. What are they? Let's recall the 4 steps once again. The first step is spinning. That is, the cotton bolts we get, and we use this chakra to get the yarn. Using this chakra only we get yarn. This is the spinning machine used in olden days. Nowadays machines are also developed. Next one is weaving. weaving is done using this loom. This is used for changing this yarn into a fabric. With this you can get the fabric from the yarn. Then the next one is also same as the weaving. This is by using knitting technique, that is using needle or some machines we get the fabric. The yarn we have to make it into a fabric. And the last step in manufacturing of cloth is dyeing. Using some dyes you give colors to the fabric we have done. Then you can stitch this fabrics into our taste. Shirt if you want you can make shirt, other clothes if you want you can go for other clothes. Have you understood about these 4 steps in manufacturing clothes? Then about how we take care of this clothes. When you are washing a cloth, you have to use some detergent powder or detergent cake to get the cloths clean perfectly. Then when you are wearing a dress, it is getting dirt. What you will do? You will keep it in a corner in your room. It's bad. If you are doing so, it will give chance for the insects to come inside, because this dirty clothes attracts the insects, and many insects will start entering into your room. Then when some dresses like soft dresses like sweaters etc., this all should be taken care. We have to handle these dresses with care so that you can have used these dresses for long time. And the dresses we are getting from animal, right? Wool, the woolen dresses. From animal sources we are getting some fabric and we are manufacturing dress using that. That dresses should be handled with care. Okay? So, the manufacturing process and how we should take care of our cloth. That's all about this chapter. Our clothes only this much we have completed within one class, right? And your weekly test is on, I hope it will be on Saturday, or sometimes it may not be there. If you have test, the test portion is clothes. It may be on Saturday. If you have test, it will be on this chapter, our clothes. Okay? Read your book, learn well, go through all the exercises you can solve. Try to solve the exercises by your own, and if you have any doubts, ask me. I hope you all understood, and we can meet in the next class. Thank you.